Okay, so next up, we're gonna see that how we can add images in our web page, right? So, for example, over here, I have created a new folder. The name of the folder is assets, and inside the assets folder, I have this image over here, right? So I need to basically place this image on my web page. So let's see how we can do that. So I'll go here, I'll just comment this code. And in order to add images, I will be using img tag. So img, right? So what we see over here is that with the img tag, I am getting two attributes, src and alt, right? Src is for source and alt is alternate, right? So first of all, we need to add the source over here. Now, since I have already downloaded the image over here, so I can just directly add this link, or I can just refer to this path, which is inside the folder. So how will I do it? I'll just put a forward slash and then I'll go to the assets folder and then I will add laptop.jpg. So this is like the path that I'm like referring to show the image on the web page, right? So if I save it, you see that on the page we are getting this image. If I uh, just like make it a bit bigger, you will see the image has been added on the web page, right? But the size is huge, right? So what I can do is I can also change the height and width of the image. But first, let's see what is this ALT means. So ALT is basically means alternate text, right? So alternate text will basically be responsible for showing that what is this image displaying in case your image is not loading or due to some reason it has not loaded on the page. So you can write some alternate text over here. So I'll just, if I say laptop over here, so if the image by some sometimes it doesn't load. So if I hover over the broken image, it is going to show that this is the laptop image. Now, if I want to give height and width to the image, so I can add a property over here, width, and let's say I set the width to 100 px, right? And similarly, I can add height over here. Let's also make it 100, right? So if I just save it, I'll just say 10 and 10 and px. So now if I just go on the page and I see, so the image size is not changing. Okay, so if I just refresh the page, the changes are being applied over here. So right now the size is 100 pixel height and 100 pixel width, right? If I make it a bit more, let's say 500 in height and 500 in width and height, so the height and width is now set for the image, right? If even if I change the size of the page, you see that the size is fixed for the image. So that is how you can basically add an image, and you can give an alternate tag to the image, and then you can also adjust the height and width of the image. Now these paths that I'm specifying over here, these are known as the relative paths, right? But what I can also do is I can also like there is some image on the internet, I can directly go and I can directly add that image on my web page. For that I need to give the absolute paths, the full paths I need to give for that, right? So for an example, let's say I am having this image over here, right? I want this image to be shown on my web page. So what I can do is I can basically copy the path of this image over here, and then instead of showing let me just comment this out maybe, and let's say I create another img tag over here, and in the source I will paste the link that I have copied just now, and alt I'll just say earth, right? And if I save it, so you will see that let me just save it again. Okay, maybe I'll just first mention the width 100 and height 100. I guess it's not loading. Let me just quickly try to connect it again. So yeah, there it is. I have the image on my web page. If I just try to increase the height and width a bit, So this image that you see over here, this is basically the image which is on the internet, and this is being shown on my web page.